Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Shraddha's Physics. We are continuing with our core 8 part, that is the complex analysis. Today our topic is, today we will see the absolute value of complex number. So let us consider the complex number, suppose z equal to x plus iota y, x plus iy, where x and y are the real numbers and x, this is the real part, and iy belongs to the imaginary part. So here the absolute value or the modulus of the complex number z, that is equal to x plus iy, it can be denoted as mod z, and that is equal to the root over of x square plus y square. Mod z, it basically means this is z into z star root over. That means if we will take the z value, that is x plus iy, and its conjugate will be x minus iy, only the negative sign will be applied in the imaginary part, and the square root of this is in the form of a plus b into a minus b, that is equal to a square minus b square. So minus b square means here I y whole square, again this root over I square, you know I square value is minus 1, that's why this will becomes x square plus y square root over. Clear? So mod z, or the absolute value of the z, that is a complex number, z is a complex number, it will be non-negative real number. Clear? This is a non-negative, its value will be always positive, it is a non-negative real number. Similarly, if you will take modulus of z star, then that will be also equal to, suppose z star is a complex number and its complex conjugate will be z and its root over. Here you know z star is x minus iy and z is the complex conjugate of x minus iy, or we can write this as x plus iy. The complex number and its conjugate, that means if x plus iy is a complex number, then its conjugate will be x minus iy, and if x minus iy is the complex number, then its conjugate will be x plus iy, and the root over of this here, this will be again a minus b into a plus b form. So that will be simply a square plus y square root over. So you can see here mod z is equal to mod z star, and that is equal to x square plus y square root over. Okay, the mod z square equal to x square, mod z equal to mod z star, that is equal to x square plus y square root over, or we can write it as mod z square will be equal to x square plus y square. So simply I can write like this. So here you can see that this x is nothing but the real part of z whole square, and this y is nothing but the imaginary part of z whole square. Clear? Here this real part of z whole square, it will be always greater than 0, and this imaginary part of z square, this will be always greater than and equal to 0. Why this is greater than equal to 0? This is because here I am saying that this modulus of z is the non-negative real number. Since it is a real number, so imaginary part must be equal to 0. Must be means it may be 0 or it may be greater than 0. If this will be equal to 0, then this mod z, it will be, if this imaginary part is equal to 0, then this mod z square is equal to real part of z whole square. Simply it means that the real part of z must exist in case of calculating the absolute value of the complex number. Or we might say that this imaginary part may be 0, but the real part must exist. So we can write this as mod z will be greater than or equal to, from these two relation we can write mod z must be greater than equal to the real part of z, and similarly this mod z will be greater than imaginary part of z. Okay, this is important. From this above two relation we will get, since real part of z whole square is greater than 0, from this we can write mod z square or this mod z. Now this will be greater than equal to real part of z, and this imaginary part of z, this will be mod z will be greater than imaginary part of z. Okay, you always remember that this root over means only the positive value we are considering here. Okay, this mod z is nothing but positive of z into z star root over. Clear? This mod z equal to plus z into z star root over, that is the absolute value of the complex number z, it is equal to the positive square root of the product of z, that is the complex number z, and its conjugate z star. Now we will see the properties of absolute value of complex number. Let us consider there are two complex number, that is first z1 equal to, suppose x1 plus I y1 and z2 is equal to x2 plus iota y2. There are two complex number z1 and z2. If I will multiply these two complex number, that is z1 and z2, then this will becomes, if I will multiply directly, this will be x1 into x2, this will be x1 into x2. I am writing first the real part, that is if I will multiply I into I, then this will becomes minus y1 into y2, because I square is minus 1, again plus this will be iota y1 into x2, plus this will be this part iota taking common y2 into x1. Okay, this is a normal multiplication. Now if I will take the modulus of z1 into z2, it means that I am taking this z1 into z2, this as a complex number, and I have to consider its complex conjugate. Okay, its z1 z2 complex conjugate will be simply the minus of this. Okay, so now the modulus of this will be simply a plus b into a minus b form. So that will be x1 into x2 minus y1 into y2 whole square. This will becomes plus y1 into x2 plus y2 into x1 whole square. Clear? And again the root over. This is in the form of a minus b whole square. This will becomes a square, that is x1 into x2, x1 square, x2 square plus y1 square into y2 square. This will be minus, here this will be minus 2x1 x2 into y1 into y2, minus 2 x1 x2 y1 y2, and similarly for this a plus b whole square, this will becomes y1 square x2 square plus y2 square x1 square, and plus this will be 2 y1 x2 y2 x1, and this whole root over. You can see that here 2 x1 x2 y1 y2, and this is also 2 x1 x2 into y1 y2. So this is negative and positive term, they will cancel. Now we can write like this, as this will be x1 square x2 square plus y1 square y2 square, and this will be y1 square x2 square plus y2 square x1 square. This 4 term will remain. Now we can write this as x1 square plus y1 square whole into, this will be x2 square plus y2 square, again this root over. If you will split this, you can see this will be the first term will be x1 square into x2 square, then this will be y1 square into y2 square plus y1 square into x2 square plus y2 square into x1 square. Here if we will separate these two terms, so I can write simply the root over of this much and into root over of this much. I can write separately as this. You can see that this z1 we have considered that this is x1 plus iota y1 and z2 equal to x2 plus iota y2, and mod z1 is nothing but z1 into z1 star. So that will be simply x1 square plus y1 square and the root over. Similarly for mod z2 we can write this will be x2 square plus y2 square and the root over. So for this we can write x1 square plus y1 square root over is nothing but mod z1, and this x2 square plus y2 square root over is nothing but mod z2. Hence we have proved that mod z1 into z2, that will be equal to z1 modulus into the z2 modulus. Okay. Similarly, this is the one property of the absolute value of the complex number. Similarly, you can prove modulus of z1 by z2, that will be equal to the individual mod, that is z1 mod divided by z2 mod. Okay. So this is all about the absolute value of the complex number and its properties. This is all for today. Thank you.